So, you want to learn how to blatant cheat. You saw a bee hopper inside your lobby and you were like, hey, that looks like fun, I want to do that. Or maybe you just want to learn more about it. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how exactly to blatant cheat and all of the things that you're going to need to learn, including which clients to get, how to use them or set them up, where to get alts, how to stay anonymous, and how to join the community. Now, I just want to make clear that I do not support or endorse cheating. This is just for the people who either want to get into sniping or just want to fuck around. And blatant cheating is going to be a little bit harder to do coming March 10th because of migration, of course. So all of those old NFAs and SFAs that people just sold for literally pennies are all going to be gone, and migrated accounts are going to become a lot more scarce and a lot more expensive. Today's video is also sponsored by King Alts. If you're in need of cheap, high-quality Minecraft accounts, VPNs, or entertainment subscriptions, head over to kingalts.shop or join their Discord in the description. Now, without anything further to do, let's get straight into the video. So, the first thing that you're going to want to do is grab yourself a VPN. If you don't, you're going to get your IP banned, your main potentially could get banned, and all alts that you log into the server with from your IP will automatically get security banned. So, there are many places that you can get VPNs. You can, for one, buy them yourself, but people don't really do that. The second option is to get it from an alt shop. Pretty much what this means is that it's a hacked VPN account where it's got an auto renew license, so this should last for a long time. The two best VPNs that you want to get is Viper and IPVanish, Viper being the best one, and IPVanish is not bad either. So you can just purchase it from, for example, kingalts.shop. Personic Alts also has a lot of this stuff. And every time that you want to hop on and cheat, you're going to want to connect to your VPN. If you get banned, make sure to disconnect from your VPN and reconnect, okay? That is very important. I also wanted to note that there are many free VPNs out there, but none of them are really good enough. So you might experience a lot of lag outs or security bans if you do use those free VPNs. And if you're connecting to Viper, I've had some issues with connecting to VPNs in the States. So personally, I like Canada the best. It seems to work very well for where I live, but you guys can just try around and experiment with it. All right, so now we can move on to alt accounts, and I'm going to be explaining the different types of accounts as well as 3 places that I think are really good right now for buying. Please note that if you're watching this far in the future, they may be better alternatives, but I don't know. Things are really going to change after March 10th migration. So over here at kingalts.shop, let's just scroll down and let's go over these first. There's NFAs, SFAs, MFAs, and UFAs. So NFAs are pretty much just the bare bones. You get username, password. These are just meant to be cheated on. You can't change the skin. And with SFAs, you can change the name and skin. MFAs is pretty much a full access account. It stands for male full access. By the way, these are non-full access, semi-full access, and male full access. So this one, pretty much you're going to get an email as well, so you can change the password and stuff like that. And then there's UFAs, which are unmigrated full access, and those are accounts from 2012. Now they've stopped migration of that. I think they might resume in the future, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But most alt shops aren't really selling those right now. Okay, next we have migrated accounts. And migrated accounts basically means that it is a Microsoft account versus a Mojang account, okay? So after March 10th, when mandatory migration is going to be put into place, you are going to need these accounts because all these other ones are going to not work anymore. So these are going to be the future. The unfortunate thing is that, as you can see, prices are a little bit different. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's just going to be the way of things. Now we have the different Hypixel accounts. So if it says Hypixel or unbanned, that just means that it is unbanned on Hypixel and usable. Hypixel 10 plus, that means that it's network level 10 or higher. Same thing with 21 plus. And then of course there's Hypixel rank. The Minecons are NFAs if you didn't already know. By the way, I'm going to be telling you why the level ones are important later in the video when I go over security bans. All right, so King Alts, the sponsor of this video, is one place where you can get pretty good alts. Next we have Personic Alts, where if I scroll down, these are also very cheap. This one's actually in USD, but if you want to buy with PayPal, you have to contact one of the owners on their Discord. And then Moxie Alts is going to be probably the cheapest that I've seen in quite some time. We have Hypixel unbans for 5 cents, and you only have to buy 15, I think. Yeah, for 75 cents. And I'm pretty sure you can pay with PayPal as well. Great, so now you finally have everything and you're ready to hop on your alt, okay? Always make sure that you hop on your VPN beforehand, okay? I cannot stress this enough. After you get banned one time, disconnect from your VPN and reconnect. Also, something to note is that if you're on the same account, you disconnect, reconnect, and your account is not above level 25 or is not ranked, it's going to get security banned, okay? So just make sure not to do that. If you're getting off and your account's not banned, make sure that you wait, I would say at least 24 hours just to be safe before you reconnect. And also make sure to reconnect in the same general area. So for example, if you're connecting to Argentina, don't connect to Switzerland like in a few hours. All right, so now it's time to choose a client, and that can be a little bit difficult because they all claim to be the best, which is pretty ironic because some of them are absolute dog water. So honestly, I would get the ones that are most active right now. That would be Tenacity, Pulsive, Rise, Novalined. To be honest, the Intent store is basically the best place to get your blatant cheats. There's also a Stolfo, which I also own, but that one has not been updated in a long time. And they actually do provide a couple free ones, but I'm pretty sure these have not been updated in literal years. Alrighty, now I'm on Hypixel, and I just want to go over all of the modules that pretty much every single cheat has and just explain what they are. I'm on Tenacity right now. Please keep in mind that every single client has different things that bypass on Hypixel and different things that just don't or just flag a ton. So please take note that this is not going to work for every client. And if you're watching this a long time in the future, a few of these may be patched or there may be even more bypass methods. Okay, so I've just joined a Skywars game and I want to pretty much explain some of the stuff that pretty much every single client has. So we have Autohead and Autopot. Autohead is for UHC. It'll just auto heal you when you get low. Autopots will pretty much, let me see if I can find a potion somewhere. Unlucky, I didn't find any, but it'll throw down buffs when you need them. For example, regen pots when you're low, or speed pots when you don't have any. Criticals, most clients do not have bypassing criticals, okay? If you don't have bypassing criticals, you will get banned very, very, very fast. Next we have Fastbow, that just makes you pretty much instantly shoot a bow. It's insanely OP if it bypasses, which of course on Hypixel it does not. Killora, this is like your main combat cheat. It's what you use to attack people. It'll just automatically aim and attack for you. Target Strafe will strafe around your target, generally only when you have speed or B-hop enabled. Velocity, just set that to 0 because you're blatant cheating, obviously. Fast Ladder normally doesn't bypass. Flight, it really depends on your client. Later I'll be showing you how to fly at the start of every bedwars game. And Hypixel SS has a respawn fly guide. Next we have inventory move. That just means that when you're in your inventory, you can still move around. That's pretty cool, I guess. Scaffold and speed, okay? These two are very important. Most clients' scaffold is absolute dog. Tenacity has one of the best scaffolds on the market right now. I mean, just look at this. And I can go even a lot faster. I just don't want to test my luck with Hypixel's blocks disappearing. Next we have speed. Depending on your client, you may not be able to bypass with timer, and if you're using a really shitty like free or just really cheap one, it might not bypass at all. Sprint just always makes you sprinting. Omni sprint just means that you can sprint backwards and forwards. I think this might flag on this client. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Okay, step's a little bit interesting. Pretty much it just automatically puts you up a block, and it can flag sometimes if you're going like up, but I like it. It's pretty cool. You don't need to have it enabled, but there it is if you need to. 2D ESP is just kind of like, it's old. If you're using this, it's just ugly. I don't like it. Ambience is for time, animations, that's like how your sword works generally. And you can slow down the swing speed. I don't really want that right now though. Array list, that just edits this thing on the right. Please go away. I don't want to fight you. Okay, I'm just gonna run away. Please go away. Let me turn up the speed. Okay, cool. We can just go over here. Hopefully we can find some peace and quiet. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we're in render, right? Yep. Okay, breadcrumbs, that just leaves like a trail behind you. It's pretty cool. Brightness is obviously your screen brightness. China hat's like the thing on your head. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. And then of course there's glint, which is just armor glint. I think it looks cool as well. Glow ESP, this is amazing on Tenacity. It just looks absolutely so clean with how you can configure it. HUD is just like, I don't know, it's that stuff. Don't like it. Notifications, that's like your stuff was enabled, disabled. Post-processing, I normally have this on because it looks amazing. Of course, I'm recording, so I need the performance. I'm not gonna have this on, but like everything just looks amazing. It's so cool. Radar is like, it's a mini map that'll tell you when players come up in your render distance. Scoreboard and session stats. So session stats is over here, and scoreboard's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, that's what the session stats are. You can link your Spotify if you need. And for streamer, that'll just pretty much hide your name and skin. Target HUD, this is this thing right here. Okay, next we have anti-void. This will pretty much just, if you walk, are you, my guy. Okay, good fight. Anyway, anti-void, that pretty much just, if you fall off, it'll try to put you back. Not many clients have a working anti-void, and tenacity unfortunately does not. Auto armor, very explanatory. Auto tool, explanatory. Blink will just freeze your packets, so it looks like you teleport. Chest stealer, again, self-explanatory. Fast place, you just place blocks super fast. It changes your vanilla play speed from this and just like changes the delay. Next we have free cam, again, explanatory. Inventory manager, explanatory. No fall, explanatory. This might not bypass depending on your client. I think most clients have a working bypass. Not including vape, that thing flags like crazy. Silent flags, of course. No slow, most clients do not have a working no slow, and pretty much what no slow means is that you can eat and block your sword while like running, or I guess not shifting. I think there's a different setting for that. But most clients, like, this will flag like crazy, or it just won't work, or both. So just don't use it unless you know that your client has a working no slow. Safe walk, it just means that you can't walk off of a block. It'll stop you. Timer, that just increases your speed. This does not really bypass unless you're using like the speed or scaffold disabler. Again, make sure that your client has a working timer disabler if you're gonna use timer at all. Anti-invis, explanatory. Disabler, that just means that it'll disable some modules if it's flagging a lot. Auto high pixel, it'll just automatically like rejoin you in games. Hacker detector, again, pretty self-explanatory. And then there's no rotate and middle click friends. And then of course there's custom scripts, which are pretty much things that users have programmed, and you can load them in yourself. And then normally there's configs and stuff over here. This is just tenacity, so this is what tenacity looks like. Okay, before I end off the video, I just wanted to go over a couple things. First of all, I forgot to explain what this was. This is reset violations, and if you're flagging a bunch, just press that keybind and it'll reset your violations. This is only for high pixel, by the way. And also I just wanted to show you guys how to actually fly. So for flight, you're going to want to bind it to something, select the watchdog mode, and this mode is super slow, so you got to enable timer, and you can kind of like control how fast it is. If you set it up like too fast, it just won't work. Like, I think 3 is too high. Okay, yeah, so like that. I find that 2 timer is actually the best amount, and later I'm going to be showing you how to actually fly inside of bedwars, which I know a lot of people want to know. Alright, so if you're trying to fly at bedwars, you're going to want to disable timer and switch the mode to vanilla for flight. And then when the game starts, just press your keybind and then fly to a base. You're going to have around 2 to 3 seconds to do this. And when you get there, make sure to wait about 15 seconds before you break the bed, or else it's just not going to work, because that's just how Watchdog is, I guess. I don't know. There is a respawn fly thing. I'm not 100% sure if it's still bypassing. I haven't done it in a while, but it's Hypixel SS's video. You can go watch it. And yeah, that's about it for me. Adios.